Hi everybody. Sorry for the short delay, but I am here and I am here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. So what is We Share Abundance? We're a cloud nation and we're an emerging nation. We've been around a little over 5 years, putting in solid foundations to be here for many generations to come. We are now expanding our economy and that'll benefit all our citizens because they all hold our currency. I know that because we give it them free every month and anybody can become a citizen. There's no fee, no obligation. So it's a bit of a no-brainer. Once you are a member, we don't put you into a group. We have a non-separatist ideology. So we don't separate people into different groups based on what they look like, what their gender is, what their beliefs are, or anything. We simply see everybody as a human being, part of one big family of humanity, all linked together, all individually unique, all having something unique to offer our community, all of equal value, all equally loved. We have a little affirmation in a moment that helps us with that ideology. But first we'll have an opening prayer, very short, to help us find what everybody really seeks in life. Many people don't know what's missing from their life. They know there's something missing and I need something, but they don't know what it is. And it's true happiness, not short-term pleasure that you get from paying off your credit cards or going to a party or riding a roller coaster, whatever. It's all about being happy every day, that inner joy that is always with you. Yeah, you'll still have peaks of happiness and you'll still find things that make you sad. But underneath it all, you'll have that peace and calmness that is what everybody seeks. And that is true happiness. And it's something that you can't buy. You can only get it through loving service to other people. The great thing about being of loving service to other people is that it attracts into your life everything that you need. And beyond that, to everything that you want. So that's what our little prayer is about, and then we'll have the affirmation. But first, let me welcome you, whether you're watching live or whether you're watching the recording. A lot of our people and a lot of guests as well watch recording because 7 p.m. London time isn't convenient for everybody. So we are always live here at 7 p.m. London time in our link. We stream as well into Facebook and YouTube. Facebook, we don't see any comments or anything that you make, but you can hear everything that's going on and see everything here. YouTube, you can add in information and ask questions, and we get that here. Now, the only disadvantage about watching the streaming is that if I add a link or something into the chat section in our link, it doesn't get out onto the streams. So it's always a good idea to get in our link, but we have a lot of people that watch in YouTube and Facebook. And of course, it's handy because that automatically records all these sessions for you, and you can find them going back right to day one, a little over 5 years ago. Okay, so you're equally welcome, whether you're watching live or watching the recording, you're equally appreciated. Let's get started now with that little prayer and affirmation. Dear Heavenly Father, we're so happy and grateful for you. We ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, bless each member that they may find the joy of service, and through service, attract true happiness and everything they need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation, we're so happy to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony. that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy world. Okay, let's have a quick look. Who's in? Who's in already? We've got Lewis in from Lisbon in Portugal. We've got Eric in from Gatineau, Quebec, Canada. We've got Richard in from Devon in England. And we've got Norman in from Doncaster in England. And you can see those in the R link. And let's have a quick look and see who else we've got in. We've got Bazina from Slovenia. We've got Ron from Amsterdam in Holland. We've got Gary from St Albans in England. We've got we've got the thing moving too fast and I can't. Where'd it gone? Okay, we've got Bayego Lakishmi. I'm not sure where he's from, but you were very welcome. I don't know. Could be Nigeria, but it could also be somewhere in Asia. Okay, anyway, we've also got Bazina from Edinburgh in Scotland. We've got Kim from Cork in Ireland. We have Ramachandra from Watford in England. We've got Deborah from Southern Alabama, USA. And that's it. Okay. So, Deviani did finally complete today what she's been working on. We thought it was only going to take a day. It's taken over a week. And that is just, and it's not something that you'll see or you'll see affecting you, but it was rewriting all the code for the Power of One and making it all better understandable to the system. It'll save time and it will be more accurate. So finally, we have got that task completed. Vishal's bashing on with the best plan ever. There are a couple of things that he still needs to complete. So I think it's unlikely we'll get it launched before weekend, but it will be probably early next week. And that is fine. But I've been looking at the two programs that we launched, which are under our umbrella. They're all part of We Share Abundance, but they're in separate domains and appear as totally separate entities. And one is the TIR plan, which you can start at $20 and work your way through the levels. But even if you just stay at $20, because there's no obligation to work your way through the levels, even if you just stay at the $20, then you can make a retirement income very quickly, provided you're prepared to do a little bit of work. Everybody talks about, making lots of money online, being, one of the top producers. But, one of the things that all the top producers have in common is they're not shy of doing the work. They're not shy of doing what it takes to be a top producer. And that really is the difference. I mean, you can talk about having lists, you can talk about having systems, you can talk about technical ability, you can talk about anything else you want to talk about. But it all boils down to, are you prepared to do it? I once heard a story about a classical pianist who was playing at a private sort of concert, and everybody was in raptures about how wonderful the guy played his piano. And after he'd finished playing, and everybody, they were in chat mode, and people would come up to him and talk to him. And one lady came up to him and said, I'd give anything to play the piano like you. And he simply turned around and said, no, you wouldn't. And really, that encompasses the difference between the successful and the people that want to be successful. Some people are prepared to put in the effort, the hours of practicing on the piano, the dedication, spending probably 12 hours a day practicing on the piano to get to this state of accomplishment where people marvel at how easily and how wonderfully you play that instrument. And I mean, it can be adapted to anything. It can be any instrument. It can be anything in life. But the people that you admire because they've mastered something, they're the people that have put in the effort. They're the people that have spent the time. They're the people that have said, I'm going to do this, whatever it takes. They're the people that have said, okay, I've had my knockbacks, I've been down, but I'm getting up and I'm going to go back harder. And that really is the only difference. It's not about a system. It's not about AI. It's not about your sponsor. It's not about anything else other than, are you prepared to do what it takes to have everything that you want in life? There are hard ways to do it. There are easier ways to do it, but there is no easy way to do it. You will always have obstacles, but those obstacles, if you have the right attitude, are not viewed as obstacles. They're viewed as something that you can overcome to become stronger. Like a weightlifter, you might weigh, be lifting 100 pounds in weight, and he has 120 pounds over there and he can't do it, but he keeps lifting the 100 pounds until he can move to the 120 and lift that, and then there's that 140 or 150, and eventually, the 200 or the 250 pounds or whatever it is. Like the mountaineer, he starts off walking up his local hills, and he wants to go further, and he learns to climb the rocks, and nothing stops him from his ambition to climb the highest mountain. And eventually, after having climbed everything on the way, he perhaps gets to Mount Everest, and he climbs that, and it's just having that desire and putting that into practice to become everything that you want, everything that you dream of. And that's fine. It's good to want it. It's good to dream of it. It's good to have affirmations. But without the activity, it's not going to work. There will be hard times. There will be those. We're not going to call them obstacles anymore. We're going to call them stepping stones that you have to climb onto to get to the next level. And it's the same for everybody. And you'll think that somebody had it easy. They got there the easy way. It was easy for them. It all fell into place. Nobody has it easy. You really look into the background of how those people got there. It was through never giving up, always pushing to their goal, to what they wanted. Okay, let me give you some numbers. I can't remember how I got onto that, but it is very valid. We had an increase of just 2 in our 777 plan to 45,124 members. An increase of just 4, really poor, in our registered members to 53,224. an increase of 8 in our active members to 4,077. There's no change in the pro membership of the Success Blueprint. It stays at 804. No change in the Easy Team Builder, 1,083. And there are 3 people that haven't renewed their subscription in the Success Blueprint. So that's down to 51 members. And you know, if people do what they say they will do, because everybody has to agree to the terms of the Success Blueprint. If everybody did what they agreed to in those terms, nobody would ever drop out because they would never have to pay anything again. But people don't do it. They say, oh yeah, I want this, but I'm not going to do anything. Or I'm going to have a go at it. I'm going to try. But if it, you know, if I don't refer anybody within 2 or 3 days and I've posted twice on Facebook, then I'm giving up, you know. I mean, it's just me. I can't refer people. It's really, really down to attitude. But systems and other things will help and assist. And we have those 2 plans that are under our umbrella, which are not moving as well as they should be, because they're amazing, amazing plans. And so I'm going to go into, and I'm going to develop what is a launch platform for them. I'm going to do the first one. We do them one at a time. We can't, you know, one at a time's good fishing, they say, don't we? So the first one is going to be TIR. And I started working on it today, but we're going to go into a pre-launch sequence. We're going to have maybe a week, maybe 10 days where we are feeding out information and getting people to opt in. And then we'll go through a sequence of videos, probably 3, maybe 4 videos, talking about the power within you, talking about how you can manifest anything that you want in life. And we'll be going through those videos, and at the end we'll get to the point where people can either say, yeah, it's for me, or no, it isn't. And it's a steal really at $20. And the compensation plan pays out 100%. Nothing is going to anybody, you know, there's no shaving a bit off the top for the owner or shareholders or anything like that. 100% of everything that comes in is going out to the members in commission. So we're going to give you a path to awakening that power that is within you. And we're going to give you a path to doing it through the financial side, the compensation plan of the plan. It's up to you whether you do it or not, but it's there. Now, you have until Sunday. Monday morning when I get online, which will probably be 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock London time, when I get to my desk, AM, it will be removed from the multiple income streams. It'll be removed from everywhere else. Between now and then, the only thing that I'll be promoting for that is the pre-launch sequence that we'll be going through. And if you are a member of the plan at that time, when we are ready to go, I'm not promising it's going to be Monday, but it'll certainly, there'll be no other way to refer people after Sunday, officially midnight, but I mean, I'll be in bed, so it's going to be 4 or 5 o'clock Monday morning. And anybody then that wants in will have to come through the pre-launch sequence and join under the people that are in at that time. Excuse me. My wife said I had to have a clean, pretty hanky. So I've got one. I'd rather have my old dirty one, but I've got the clean one. Okay. So if you're in by then, you'll be able to promote it in the pre-launch. You will have your affiliate links and you'll be able to go through the pre-launch, and I think we can bring a lot of people in through doing a conventional marketing plan, if you like, to launch something. It's something I've not done with anything previously in We Share Abundance, because we've really been working for the members, but we need to be expanding. We need to be helping more people. We need to be thinking about how we can reach more people to allow them to benefit from what we have. And so that's what I've decided. And we'll probably start with maybe a quiz or something like that on manifestation. And then, as I say, we'll be collecting email addresses, we'll be sending the launch details out to them, and we'll have a sequence of videos which will build anticipation and everything else. We may open a Facebook group, and we want to build that anticipation, and then when we say, okay, the doors are open, people can flood in. Reminds me, a long time ago, when we had delicatessens and sandwich bars and things. We've done lots of things, my wife and I, over the years. But I'd seen in a charity shop, I can't think what it was, but it was like a shop that had second-hand goods and things, and they had in the window a mandolin, you know, something for slicing vegetables and things nicely and easily and thinly, instead of chopping them up with your knife. And I thought, oh, could do with that. So the next day I said, okay, I'm going to get down there 9 o'clock. I'm going to buy that thing. And, you know, there was a crowd of people outside, mostly little old ladies. And the door opened and I just got pushed out of the way, you know. They all just dived in, and I've heard these things about, you know, people having sales and Black Friday and things, people queuing, and then when they get in there, it's all hectic and people pushing people out of the way and grabbing things. And it was a bit like that. Fortunately, nobody wanted what I wanted, which was this mandolin. And so eventually I was able to get in and pick it up and ask, and I bought it. But we want to create that same frenzy. That's really what I'm talking about. We want to create that frenzy. And if you are in before we launch, then you'll be able to have an affiliate link to the launches and and you'll be able to benefit from that, because we will be doing it as a big production, if you like. And the objective is to help more people. That's all we're interested in doing, helping more people, because what we have is far better than anything else that is available out there. And most people don't know, because we're very low key, we're very under the radar, and the members we have don't really understand what we are. There's only a few of you, and there's probably most of the people that really understand what we're about are on this live presentation today. Okay, let's have a look and see if we've got any more in, or questions or anything else. I gave you the numbers, didn't I? Yes, I did. Let me put those under there. So I can quickly go over the okay, I know we had Deborah in, and now we've got Peter from the Cameroon, we've got Kingsley from Manchester, England, Gary from, oh, he's got a question, from St Albans in England. With the introduction of the new plans, is there any need for Vibe? Wouldn't it not be better for people to follow into those plans and the Success Blueprint as the best plan ever? Vibe has some very, very powerful products, Gary. Now, I know that most people are not interested in products, but once you are able to access the products and you can use them, they may be something that you would want. In addition to that, there are a lot of people that have already got involved in Vibe, and I don't think it would be right to say, okay, we're no longer going to allow people into Vibe through what we have. And so basically what I said the other day was that we will be giving people a choice, but we will not be abandoning Vibe. Once you successfully complete the Success Blueprint, that means you've got at least 3 people that are going to be following you through. And we can say, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to put you into, pay your subscription 1 month for TIR plan, 1 month for Vibe, 1 month for TIR, 1 month for Vibe. And those plans are going to very quickly become self-funding anyway. If you've built your Success Blueprint properly, you've got your 3 and you've helped your 3 get their 3, and everybody is moving through the system. And so it would be foolish not to take advantage of what is already there and to open up multiple income streams, which is always a wise thing to do. If you've got everything invested in We Share Abundance and its umbrella products, if you like, excuse me, I'm going to use my posh hanky again. Then, for whatever reason, it disappears. I don't think it ever will, but you never know, do you? What's going to happen, So you need to have multiple income streams, and we'll be looking for more. But I think Vibe is a very, very sound proposition. I think it'll be around for many, many years to come. It has a very powerful compensation plan. And why wouldn't we want to put our members into there, as well as our own plans. And I hope that answers your question for you, Gary. Okay. We got Lewis in saying something. Hello, I've lost it. Just a minute. I thought I'd seen a question from Lewis. We've got Derek in from Nigeria. Yeah, Gary, the whole thing we've set up can be very powerful, but a lot of people will not benefit from it. And that isn't the fault of the system. It isn't your fault. It isn't my fault. It isn't the sponsor's fault. It's simply that they are not prepared to do what it takes. And sometimes things will happen that will upset them. We had one person, very nice gentleman, who was working hard, and he sent an email to somebody to offer, saying, how can I help you? What can I do for you? And he got an email back saying, fuck off. Excuse my language. And it just destroyed him. He couldn't cope with the fact that he was trying to be nice and helpful, and then somebody would come back with that sort of reaction. Who knows why? It could be that he was just having a bad day. It could be that it was something he really needed, but things were getting on top of him that day and he just didn't want any more emails. It could be that he was just a nasty guy. It could be all sorts of things, but you can't control what others do, what others say. You can only control what you do. And if you go out there and do the best you can for everybody, regardless of their attitude, and hit them with love, somebody comes at you and in that brutal way, to just out of the blue, then you've got to respond to it with love. And that's all you can do. You've got to say, I know that you're a better person than came over in that email, and you're probably having a bad day. But when you're ready to move forward and change your life, get back to me and I'll be prepared to help you. You've got to go along it, something like that, when that happens to you. And you may get another expletive email coming back at you. You just got to file it away, and work with the people that genuinely are prepared to do what it takes. Okay, let me, I can't remember how I got on that either. But let's have a look. Yeah, that's what it was about. People, not everybody is going to do what it takes. It's as simple as that. We got Lewis said, I signed up for the $20 plan, but I didn't receive any referral link. I submitted a ticket via the email provided at the bottom of the page. I didn't know we had a link at the bottom of the page. I'll have to check that, Lewis, but I mean, your support link is the same one for everything that we do. But your referral link, if you log into the affiliate area of TIR and look at creatives, it's there. Okay. Eric from Quebec. For the BPE, that's the best plan ever. If people get 3 people, will it fill everything and have them into all of our programs? Or it really needs to be 5 or 6? They need to have a minimum of 3 personal referrals that are following them through. That may mean, because not everybody will do what it takes, that you have to refer more than 3 people. In an ideal world, if you referred 3 people that all did what it takes, then that may achieve everything. But in the Easy Business Builder, in the Best Plan Ever, you need to create at least $12.50 in commissions. Referring 3 people won't get you $12.50. We're going to give you a kickstart of $5. You refer 3 people, you're at $8. Now, if you are in the Easy Team Builder as well, and those 3 people all go out and get 3 people, that would be what, another 9 people, and you would get another $4.50 from that. So that would give you the $12.50, and you would get into the Success Blueprint. And if everybody was doing the same, and they were in the Easy Team Builder as well, that's fine. But if you're not in the Easy Team Builder, you won't get that second tier of commissions. And so you would need to refer more people. If you refer 6 people within 7 days, you're going to get another $4 as a bonus. So you would have $15. $15 will pay you into the Easy Team Build and the Success Blueprint. And if everybody does that, then that is really powerful, because that means you've got 6 people following you through instead of 3. And the way that that multiplies out through the matrix is a huge difference. So there are lots of different permutations, Eric. You can't say that, yeah, if you just refer 3 people, that's it, you're set for life, because it's not going to happen unless those 3 people are going to get 3 people who get 3 people or more people. And of course, the more people you get, the better chance you have, because no matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody says they are going to do, you will find that not everybody will do what they say. And it may be that you've got to refer 10 people to get 3 good people. You might have to refer more than that. You might have to refer 20 people. I've personally found, and through the nearly 50 years in the internet marketing, not internet marketing business, but into the home business industry, network marketing business, I found that really, in fact, only about 1 in 7 people do anything. So if you're looking for 3 people, it means you've got to get 21 people. And those will probably, get those 3 will probably get you through. But they may not, because the big earners are going to be only 1 in 7 of the people that do something. And so to get that in perspective, it means that only 2% of the people that join anything are going to go on and be top earners. And if you hit one, I mean, you can be lucky and you can get one your first referral. But on average, you're going to have to put in more work and get more people to achieve that. And don't look for the easy referrals. Don't look for the easy sign-ups. Don't look for people that you can influence into signing up, because they'll do whatever you say, unless they will really do whatever you say and you say, go out and get 3, and they do it. Okay, now the military, if you get people that have been in the military, they'll get in there and they'll take orders and they'll do whatever you tell them, because that's the way they've been taught, that's the way they've been brought up. Military people are really good to get into your business, because you say, okay, this is how it works, this is what we do, this is what you do, and they say, okay, if that's what I do, that's it, I go and do it, because that is their mentality. Okay, other good people to get in your business are teachers, because they are prepared to put in the time helping people to get over the obstacles that everybody faces, and teach them, and they're happy to learn as they go through and then pass on that knowledge to other people. So teachers in the military are amazing people to get into your business. It's not a cut and dried thing, though. It can be anybody. It can be somebody that's just fed up of failure and says, I'm sick of it now, I'm going to do it. And all of a sudden he does, and boom, you've got that pearl, if you like. You know, it's like going through the oysters. You've harvested 1,000 oysters and you're going through them looking for a pearl. And out of 1,000 oysters, I think you only get a pearl out of every 10,000 oysters, actually. So you've got a better chance of getting somebody that is a real top person than being a pearl diver. Let me get back, because I don't know whether we've got other questions here. We've got Lewis. I signed up for the 20 plan. Okay, I handled that one. We've got Eric. I think I've answered that. I hope I have, Eric. We've got Kim. Can you please explain how the renewal of the ShareHope subscription works? The renewal date is set for 27th of June. So what happens if a member has renewed subscription in the last few days? It doesn't matter when you pay. You can pay on the 27th of June. You could have paid on the 28th of May. It counts for that period between the 28th of May up to the 27th of June when the matrix is run. It pays for your inclusion in the matrix for the month of June, no matter when you pay. So the renewal date is not important from the point of view of, you know, I might have paid, you know, we got people that say, I paid on the 25th of May. So why are you telling me I've got to pay again? I mean, I'm still, that payment on the 25th of May expired on the 27th of May. You may say, oh, I only got 2 days for that. No, you didn't. You got that month, because everybody that joins in that month is allocated a position based on their power line position. So it means that maybe maybe 20 people in your Powerline upgrade in the month of June, and you decide that you're going to join right at the end of June, but they all joined in the first week of, or the last week of May, the last few days of May, they all joined. It doesn't matter if they're in your Powerline, you will be in the matrix ahead of them. And that's all to do with the Powerline plan in the in the ShareHope matrix. Okay, so it's all about the month. It's not about 30 days. It's about that month's inclusion in the compensation plan. And I don't know whether that's explained it for you, Kim, but I hope it has. And if it hasn't, put another question in. Kim is here again. Let's see what's got here. I read the FAQ part about this, but I don't fully comprehend how the ShareHope Pro subscription renewal works. Okay, that's my fault then, because I've not made it clear enough. I'll have to take another look at it and try and make it more understandable. I can't remember what I wrote, and I've not looked at it since I wrote it probably, but I will go in there and I will look at it and see if I can make it clearer. But basically, whenever you pay, you are paying for that month's period, which starts on the 28th of the month, goes through to the 27th of the next month. So whether you pay on the 28th of May or you pay on the 27th of June, doesn't make any difference. It's a payment for that period. I hope that has answered your question. I don't know. I just hope it has. Okay, let's give some money away because we're getting quite late here. I've been rambling a bit too much, maybe. Maybe it's this stuff, you know. I just felt I needed a beer today. Okay, so let me give some money away. Let us give some money away because it's not me, it's you, it's your money, not mine. Okay, so let's share the screen. We go to random.org. Hopefully everything will be working for us. Okay, it looks good so far. Let me get back here and see if it's coming up for you. I think it is, but I know it takes a couple of minutes, or no, not a couple of minutes, but a little while for it to show up in Facebook. And it may be the same in YouTube, I don't know. But let me get back there now because it should be there for you. We have numbers 2 to 2763, and each number represents an Active Elite member. And when I click generate, which I'm going to do in just a second, random.org website will totally randomly pick a number. Could be 2, could be 2763, could be any number in between. Let's see what it is. I've clicked generate and nothing's happening. Oh, there it is. 1481. Let me put that in the spreadsheet. 1481. And we can stop sharing there now. We can come back to the app. We can do another share screen for the spreadsheet this time. Okay. That should be coming up for you. Let me check. You looking good, I think. So if I can find my way back to the spreadsheet, there we go. There it is, 1481. So let's see who it is. About halfway down, I think, isn't it? 1481. Get back up to the top. Put that in. That's good. We got the match. And we've got a $60 payment here for day debt. And if Iogade is in this list as an active elite, he will get a matching $60 payment as well. Let me save that. We'll get them paid as soon as we can. And we can stop sharing and we can go back to the app. And I think we have no more questions in. Hopefully I've answered your questions. I got a lot of work to do this weekend, but tomorrow I have to take a few hours out of the day, unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever, for other things. But I'll do what I can to get that launch sequence sorted out for as quickly as we can after Sunday. In the meantime, if you want to be a part of that launch and promote it, you will need to be in before we take it down on Sunday. After that, it'll all just be done through the launch and through the people that have been promoting the launch. Okay, God bless you all. I'll be here tomorrow, same time, same place, 7 p.m. in our link, streaming on YouTube and Facebook, We Share Abundance Publicly group. Until then, get out there, share your link, give people a reason to click on it. And God bless you all. And I'm looking for how we end it. Here we go. I should know by now, shouldn't I? Okay, God bless. Thank you. I love you all.